Now, before we go to derivatives, let's talk about research. Research. On most sections of the CPA exam, you will have one of the simulations dealing with research. Now, since I teach FAR, I'm just going to use FAR. So in having a research question in the simulations on the CPA exam, what we do is we pick a topic. It's like going on Google, looking up something on Google, right? Nothing complicated. And we're going to have presentation codes. Those are 3 digits. We're going to have topic codes. Presentation topic codes, financial statement topic codes. That's 2 digits. Broad transactions, 2 digits. And industry codes, 2 digits. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 areas. And I got an example on page 719. So right under what you're looking at here, what I did was to say when you write the answers to the CPA exam, it's going to look like that. Okay. You're going to have topic, subtopic, section, and paragraph. Okay. Now paragraph's a little tricky. It says 2 digits. Well, if it's paragraph 12, it'd be 2 digits. If it's paragraph 1 to be 1 digit. Okay. In case of SCC, I don't anticipate you having to know that. An S would precede the section topic. Here. Precede the section topic. Okay. Now rush through it because I got a good example. Okay. Now, what I'm saying here on 7/19/720 is that to prepare. Students always come out, how can I prepare for the research? When this first came out, students read this. People put out books on how to do this research. I've never seen a student have a problem on the research. It's pretty simple, to tell you the truth. Don't tell I shouldn't say that because AICPA will get back to AICPA and they'll make it harder. Okay. What you can do to prepare. Don't buy a book. Lord to God, don't buy a book. This thing is expensive enough as it is. Don't buy a book. If you work for a CPA firm, just go down and practice. They've got access to the ASC, the Accounting Standards Codification. If you're in college, probably every college has access. They let us buy it at a very cheap price. We give it to our students. So probably in your intermediate course, your professor had you to do some practice. Okay. If you have no place to practice, or if you do have a place to practice, the AICPA does not use the FASB website. They got a cheaper one. So whatever you do before you take the exam, you go to that website and you practice a simulation using the AICPA's approach to the research. All right? So please don't forget to do that. Go back and practice. If you did my introductory section, I say, this is the last things you do before you take a CPA exam. I always say, go back and practice. So even though you're good at work, you're good in college, look at their research engine. Okay? So I've got, if you have 7 task-based simulations on FAR, 1 or 2 will be research. If you get 2 for research, go, thank you, God. Okay, what I did was, for people who haven't seen this, I just kind of went through and showed you some topics. So if you want to look up something and you have trouble, you can use the code. Be very clear here. Never in the history of the CPA exam have they said, what in terms of other than research, you can look up the code in the research. They've never said, what is the standard topic for comprehensive income? 220. Or income statement, 225. No. It's like years ago we said you don't have to know the FASB numbers. Okay? So you're not going to have to know that. So this is just to kind of help you with the research. But no, they never ask you that question. They never say, what FASB number? People used to drive me crazy. We used to have FASBs up to, 150, 160. And people would walk around, like the people in IRS, I think that was topic number 222 on that, or FASB number 222, not 220, 150. So you don't never have had to know those numbers. So don't worry about those numbers and are they going to ask me a question saying in ASC topic 220, what is that? No, they're not going to ask you that question. Not going to ask you that question. Okay. Okay. Go to page 720. Here's the question. Here's an example of one. First one they ever released recently, and I'm sure by the time some of you watch this, we'll have 3 or 4 of these for you. This is the first one we've had a chance to play around with. So I wanted you to see this. This is exactly the way it appeared on the CPA exam. ABC Corporate Issuer is planning to implement theirs, what you're looking for, employee share purchase plan. Substantially all employers will meet the limited employment qualifications. So substantially all employees that meet the limited employment qualifications may participate on an equitable basis. Which criteria, there's your question, which criteria of the authoritative guidance, that's the ASC, best outlines criteria that allow the company to provide a share purchase plan that does not require compensation? So we've got 2 things here. Got 2 things. Employee share purchase plan does not require compensation. And then what you have to do is to enter on your exam, they got a blank space here. And what you do is you look it up and then you enter those codes I showed you in terms of the answer, okay? So I started off, again, using the research that we have at the college and said, I'm going to start with those keywords. And then I'm going to worry about the compensation cost later. I think you could have done it either way. But it came up so quickly. So what I did, just like Google, I put employee share purchase plan. Employee share purchase plan. And it came up topic 718, stock compensation, 50 employee share purchase plans. So there's my answer, 718, 50, 25, and then paragraph. So I was ready to go back and say, okay, now I've got to find the one that's non-compensation, that doesn't have compensation, but it was in the first one. It was in the first one. So 25.1 says an employee share purchase plan that satisfies all the following criteria that does not give rise to compensation. So there's my answer. There's my answer. So 7, 18, 50, 25, and then again, this can be 2 digits if it's 12. If it's something less than 10, it's going to be 1 digit, which is 1. Okay? Cool. Cool, cool. Good job. Good job.